Welcome to Rugby AM. Jonesy, we're back out and about and we're at your amateur club, Stanley.
It is, mate. It's where it all started for me, and I've got with us Brian Sowden. If it hadn't been for this bloke, I'd never have played rugby league. He came to school, did a coaching session, said, "Bring your boots, lad," to Stanley on Saturday. Brought my boots, and here I am right now, never look back.
Brian, what do you remember about Jonesy as a young lad?
Well, I remember him. I think I used to do a bit of coaching with school, and that's how I met Jamie. As it happened, he lived in street below me. So I think a couple of times I brought him home after training, and like he says, we got into Stanley, and rest is history.
Were he a good boy or a bad boy?
No, but all all right with Jamie. He never gave me any hassle anyway.
Jonesy, it's great to be out in the community clubs, and it's a fantastic facility, Stanley. Great young teams all the way through. But today is quite a special day. Brian, tell us a bit about today.
Well, today it's in memory of a young lady, or a young baby, should I say, Poppy Ray Staveley, who unfortunately, has had major problems and recently passed away. We're just trying to put a fundraising day on to try and help the family and, raise some money, because they've had it rough. The father hasn't been able to work for the last 6 months. So we're going to donate some money to the family, and then hopefully they can pass out some of it onto a good cause and hopefully help themselves out a little bit to see them through. It's
fantastic, Jonesy, the amateur game coming together for the players, and it's great. It's a sign of what rugby league people like across the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's what rugby league is famous for, isn't it? We've come together for Danny Jones recently, and that's at the professional level. This is at the amateur level. I think the local clubs, the local plantations come together and really serve the local community. And I know Gemma and Nick have known for a while. In fact, Jamie Todd played in the team that I played with, Gemma's brother, and he's still one of my closest friends. So it's great to be here and try and support them, and obviously get amongst the young kids, try and get a few of them on telly and help them have a fun day. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you've had some great players at this club. Gaz Carvel, Jimmy Peacock,
Calderwood.
Ashley Gibson, Calderwood, and another one who we met this week, Ryan Atkins. What do you remember about Ryan Atkins as a young lad?
Yeah, well, I remember Ryan. He played here for quite a few years, and he was fortunate enough to, I believe, get signed for Bradford originally. Then he went on to Wakefield, and again he's ended up at Warrington, and an international player. And as a club, we're really proud of what he's achieved, and we're proud of all the achievements that the other lads have made. Jonesy, Peacock, Ash Gibson, they've all done really well, and hopefully we'll have a few more in the coming years.
Who's your favourite, Brian?
Well, seeing you stood next to me, I didn't say anything else, and seeing you the one that I tried to get playing rugby, then I feel a little bit honoured to be stood beside you today.
You just tried to get me and Peacock back for another game at Stanley one day when we finish playing out, hadn't you?
Yeah, well, what we're trying to do is hopefully when these lads finish their career, I know it's something that Peacock's talked about. He's trying to put on a one-off game, a big testimonial game where he'll take part and raise some money for a good charity. I think the one he wanted to do it was for in aid of his late father, who was in Wheatfields Hospice. We did have one game where we raised quite a lot of money, and I say we're hoping to do that again once his contract with Leeds finishes, and hopefully before he takes up his career with OKR.
Fantastic to talk to you, mate. Recently, Tom Johnson's got over to Wakey, but have you got any other stars coming through the Stanley ranks we could maybe see at a Leeds Rhinos or a Wakefield or any other Super League club in the future?
Well, there's one or two now who's with the Rhinos under-19s. Ash Golden's already had a couple of games. The one that I think will really make it is Jordan Lilly. I think in a couple of years' time he'll be a real player, as well as Ash Golden.
Fantastic, mate. Well, let's go over to Warrington and check out an ex-Stanley boy and what he's got to say with his partner in crime, Ben Harrison. This is Ryan Atkins.
Ryan, we've been going to some other professional players and we've been asking them some of their talents, their skills that they've got going on. When I think of you, whenever I play against you, the one thing that sticks out in my mind is how strong you are and how quick you are. We were just talking outside about players who can get a quick play the ball for the drop goals, and your name obviously come up. You're very strong, explosive, and we're just going to ask you to take us a little bit through a quick play the ball, because that's something that you get quite often, isn't it?
It's something I try to do, yeah. A lot of teams have realised that Warrington and obviously myself use that as a bit of a game plan, so I do get pinned down a little bit more than other players, but I'm still trying.
All them young kids are at home now that want to be as strong and explosive as you are. What can they be doing in the gym or out on the field to sort of get that body shape and that result?
I think it's a mindset. Quick play of the ball, you can be as strong as you want it, but it's like realising the awareness of where your body is, the awareness of where the opposition's body is, and using, because obviously sometimes I'll go up against someone who's a lot stronger than me, but then it's realising that I can't go strength to strength. I use his strength in my favour, so I'll push it forward, wait till he's pushing, and I'll pull backwards, and then he'll end up on his face, and then boom, I'm up then. So it's not all about power, it's about technique as well.
Method in the madness is you've got to think a little bit about what you're doing. Obviously the initial contact, you'd probably want to get a break. At what point would you pull out of try to get a break, know that you tackled, and then try and fight floor?
I'd generally say if no one's around you, upper body torso, and you know the nice and low, then it's about getting on you. We all talk about elbows and knees, get down. So obviously once your ball carrying arm touches the floor, you're held. So if they're behind you, generally wiggle your bum a little bit, make sure they're still there when you get up and play it, and so they're offside. So
that's something that genetically me and Ryan are very good wiggling. We've got big backsides.
Yeah.
So Ryan, we're going to approach these shields here. These are attackers, nice and tight. They want to try and bash you. You were just saying a minute ago about not finishing hands and knees because it might end up with a surrender.
Yeah, sometimes if you do go through and you stood up having a bit of a wrestle and you just throw yourself to the floor, dive to the floor, referee can shout surrender, and as soon as he does that, the defenders can lay on as pretty much as long as they like. So it's about being smart as well as doing it.
So how do you bust these? Right now? How do you want to finish on the side?
Obviously, I want to take a bit of a wrestle, and then go as I'm going to ground. I want to leave somebody disadvantaged. So generally, lean onto their arm or lean onto the leg, which means that they're underneath me.
Like it, yeah.
So if somebody's underneath me, you try and pin them as you're getting up. Always remember to keep the ball as close to the floor as you can at all times, because there's no point trying to get a quick play of the ball, standing the right way up and then having to bend back down to play it. So I tend to just try and pounce up like a cat, straight up like a cat and play it. Obviously we go for the 3 in now, so you have somebody at top or 2 at top and 1 on legs. Yeah. Try and keep the person who's on your legs behind you as well. Right. At all times, so which will be sweep your leg through and use the elbow to prevent him from running around.
Ah, right.
So
I'm learning something here.
Yeah. So sweep your leg through, let them, the other 2 come up, and they'll be at marker, and then you'll disadvantage him because he's still behind you. Yeah. So keep him there and then play the ball nice and quickly.
So we've bust through the line, we've smashed these 2 yellow bags out of the way, and Ben's going to be the man on top there. Get on, Ben, get some body weight on him. So from here, obviously, Ryan, you've bust a couple, you've left 1 behind you, as you spoke about. How do you want to get up from here? What are you going to do?
So I want to try and make myself nice and small, so they're not trying to pin me down, which will generally be tuck my legs in, push against him, so then he's leaning all his weight, so then I'll use that against me, and I'll just whip out from the side, shit back up, and then just play the ball.
Here it is from one of the masters in Super League, Ryan Atkins. Absolutely brilliant.
Jonesy, it's great to see Ryan Atkins there, Ben Harrison. Good banter between the boys.
Great banter, mate, and he's great to play the ball as well, and he's took us through 1 or 2 tips there, through our Ben Carney all over the place, complete opposite to the Carney we see at Castleford, but great to go over there and see the Warrington boys, good bunch.
Yeah, they are a good bunch, great facilities. Were you a bit jealous about their barn?
I was. Leeds are supposed to have all the best gear, mate, and to be fair, I'll have to give them that they've got probably a better indoor 3G facility, but at least we've got a full-size 3G pitch. I'm not moaning.
No, you're not moaning. You're not like you to moan, Jonesy.